Welcome to the Deep Dive Books channel, where we hope you find something valuable every day.
We continue discussing 10 to 25. The Science of Motivating Young People by David Yeager. This is the third part of our interpretation. For parents with children, teachers with students, and superiors with subordinates, this book explains how leaders should nurture the younger generation. Previously, we discussed two paradoxes. The first is the mentor's dilemma. If you're too strict with young people, they resist. If you're too lenient, they don't improve. You notice their flaws but hesitate. Should you point them out or let them be? At the root of this dilemma is the adolescent paradox. People aged 10 to 25 are physically and psychologically ready to enter society. They want responsibility and crave respect and status, yet the modern world is too complex for them to have the necessary skills and experience. As a result, society does not grant them the respect and status they seek. This unfulfilled longing makes them highly sensitive to status. Anything you say might seem like an insult, and they react explosively. Previously, we introduced a simple solution called wise feedback. First, providing a sense of status security before offering criticism. I'm giving you this feedback because I have high standards, and I know you can meet them. However, one sentence alone won't make you a great mentor. You need a systematic approach. The good news is that there are no secrets or controversies here. Over the past 80 years, scholars across various fields have repeatedly validated the same set of principles. Today, we'll discuss what makes a great mentor. Every year after college entrance exams, some graduating students tear up their textbooks and throw them from balconies, celebrating as if it were a festival. This phenomenon evokes mixed feelings. You could argue that students need to relieve stress, but I'd bet that those tearing up books probably don't have the best memories of learning, school, or their teachers. This isn't just speculation. There's research to support it. In 1939, Jewish social psychologist Kurt Lewin conducted a groundbreaking experiment in the United States. He divided a group of teenage boys into 3 clubs, each attending the same craft class for a few weeks, making paper art and similar projects. They all had the same instructor, but each group experienced a different teaching style. The first was the authoritarian group, where the teacher relied on strict command and control, shouting at the students, imposing rigid demands, and shaming them for mistakes. These students performed well in terms of following instructions and completing their projects. However, the classroom atmosphere was stifling, and the students were visibly unhappy. When the program ended, Lewin let them vote on whether to continue the club. Every single one voted to dissolve it immediately. They even threw their completed crafts on the ground, much like students tearing up books after exams. The second was the laissez-faire group. The teacher was friendly, imposed no demands, set no expectations, and provided no structure. Students were free to do whatever they liked. Predictably, they produced very few crafts. When given the option, they also voted to shut down the club. Though authoritarian students disliked their teacher the most, even the laissez-faire students didn't particularly like theirs. If you only looked at these two groups, you might conclude, children must be strictly disciplined. We can't indulge them with so-called happy education. Authoritarianism is necessary for their future. Laissez-faire is a disaster. That sounds reasonable. Until you realize there was a third group. Lewin's third group was the democratic group. Here, the teacher still set high standards and encouraged students to work hard, but unlike the authoritarian approach, they also provided material and emotional support. If a student had a question, the teacher patiently answered it. If a student struggled, the teacher actively helped them improve. The classroom was lively. Students engaged with the teacher as equals, and everyone was deeply invested in their projects. Not only did the democratic group produce the highest quality crafts, but the students also expressed pride in their work. They even said that, even if the club ended, they would continue creating on their own. Now that is good education. Lewin's findings have been confirmed in countless later studies. We previously discussed research categorizing parent-child relationships into 4 types: permissive, neglectful, authoritarian, and authoritative. The most effective, authoritative parenting, aligns with Lewin's democratic style. It's both strict and warm, where parents have authority, and children feel secure. We've also discussed how the best way to raise children isn't through psychological control or indulgence but through support. Yeager's book further provides evidence that similar leadership models apply in workplace management. Yeager integrates these findings into a unified theory, illustrated in the following diagram. Leadership styles toward young people can be categorized based on 2 dimensions: standards and support. Low standards, low support equals apathetic mindset. I have no expectations of you, nor will I help you. Your situation doesn't concern me. This is, of course, the worst approach. High standards, low support equals enforcer mindset, authoritarian. Similar to Lewin's authoritarian model, this is the strict father approach. I set high expectations but offer little support. I explain things once, and if you don't understand, it's your problem. I conduct regular assessments, and failure means punishment or elimination. This mindset can be effective but is also deeply damaging. Low standards, high support equals protector mindset, permissive. Similar to laissez-faire, this is the overprotective mother approach. I'm gentle and supportive, but I don't expect much from you. I fear you'll struggle, so I do things for you. This is indulgence. High standards, high support equals mentor mindset. I set high expectations while providing strong support. Only those with this mindset deserve to be called mentors. Wise feedback is an example of the mentor mindset, and all research shows that this is the most effective leadership style for young people. It earns their respect and trust, makes them accept the rules you set, and inspires them to learn autonomously. The key difference between the mentor mindset and the other 2, enforcer mindset, protector mindset, is whether you believe young people have potential. If you adopt the neurobiological incompetence model, believing young people are irrational due to their underdeveloped brains, you'll either be an enforcer, punishing them into submission, or a protector, sheltering them from the world. But if you believe young people are capable, and that with enough support, they can grow and learn, then you have the potential to be a mentor. In my view, the enforcer mindset is somewhat like the U.S. Republican Party, which sees immature young people as potential threats to society and believes they must be strictly disciplined. If you fail, that's on you. Why can others succeed but not you? Many parents demand that their children achieve good grades, insisting that poor performance is due to a lack of effort and that it's the child's responsibility to find a solution. This is the enforcer mindset. The protector mindset, on the other hand, is more like the U.S. Democratic Party, seeing the weak as individuals in need of protection. Oh no, these young people are still immature. We must not discourage them. Don't give them tasks that are too difficult. Failure can be devastating. Some parents prevent their children from trying new things, even worrying that making friends outside might lead to deception. They shield them from any setbacks at all. This is the protector mindset. Think about whether you have a bit of either mindset when it comes to your children. This is human nature. It's also why political parties often split into left and right. Ultimately, it's either enforcing or protecting, playing the role of either the father or the mother. The mentor mindset, however, is rare, non-instinctive, and requires a high level of competence from those in a position of authority. It's a mindset of greater equality, forming an alliance with young people rather than treating them as objects to be controlled. It says, I'll lead you, and together, we'll get things done. Being a good mentor isn't easy. You need to have this way of thinking. We'll go into practical details later, but for now, I want to focus on the significance of being a mentor. In his book, Yeager uses the word mentor, not in the sense of a PhD advisor, but as a personal relationship. According to the dictionary, a mentor is a wise and trusted counselor or teacher. The key word here is trusted. A mentor is someone who stands by you. I remember when I first started graduate school, before joining any research group, the physics department assigned me a mentor. He called me into his office and said, "If you have any questions, whether about academics, life, or even relationships, come to me. I'm on your side." A mentor is not just someone who provides knowledge and advice. They are someone who guides you into society. Yeager cites a 2019 report from the U.S. National Academy of Sciences, which states that all mentoring means is that a powerful or established person aligns their resources and actions with the long-term best interest of a young person. Put simply, a good mentor elevates your abilities through high standards and strong support. The great mentors even leverage their own influence and status to help elevate yours. For young people, the adult world is a complex and perilous landscape. You may understand fundamental principles and want to do things well, but you don't know the unspoken rules. How teamwork actually functions, how to speak appropriately, when to compete and when to collaborate, what small gestures or jokes imply, how to read situations keenly without overinterpreting them. You're lost. You need someone to guide you. A mentor subtly demonstrates social norms and even directly vouches for you, saying, "This is my person. Look out for them." That's what a mentor does. A mentor is the one who calls you off the bench and leads you onto the battlefield. The mentor mindset resolves both the mentor paradox and the youth paradox. Your status isn't something that falls from the sky, nor can it be granted to you by anyone. It's certainly not something you gain just by being confident. Status is earned by producing real work and gaining recognition for it. The fastest way to rise is to demonstrate value to influential figures in society. And mentors are the ones who provide you with opportunities to showcase your value and help you rehearse for them. That's it for today's content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
If you feel there is value in this, please like, subscribe to this channel, and leave your thoughts or suggestions in the comments section. Let's grow together and read more good books.